Okay, Mr. Napierski here, physical education. I wanted to share a couple things, such as in physical education, we have two aspects that we help students grow in. It's a health-related area. Half of the content is health-related, and the other half is skill-related. So I'm going to give you a few examples, such as one of the skill-related ones would be coordination. So when we do something like march in our space, here's a box students will warm up in. When you march, if I say touch your opposite knee, touch your opposite shoe, touch it behind you, those are examples of coordination. If you could do that and clap after each one, this would be one way to start warming up, and it shows coordination. And this is something I like to do, and I would also have students maybe count it out. So there's a lot of times in music has a timing of 4/4. So if you hear people count out exercises, it's often an 8 count. So they say 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's when you start. Okay, so just to show there's a rhythm, and there's a touch, clap, okay, touch. Starting usually at the knee, then to the instep, or the inside of the foot, or the heel behind you, okay? So after I have students do that, I would like to have elbow circles forward, the elbow circles back, okay? Elbow circles forward and elbow circles back. Okay, there's also something we have instead of a jumping jack called a squat jack, where you step to the side, squat, and you stand. And I'm going to do about 8 of each exercise. So here's 4, 5, 6, 7. A clap jack is different. Okay, it's where you kick your foot up and clap below. Okay, so when you swing your foot forward and up in the air, it can help stretch the hamstring muscle, which is on the bottom of your leg here. So this is a type of active stretching. If you add clapping, sometimes I would clap in front and behind, above and below, in front and behind, above my leg and below my leg. So we want to teach directionality also, which is understanding what's in front and what's behind. And side to side is sometimes called lateral, or left and right. So also, we've done a lot of jumping where we go jump forward, jump back. Okay, or jump side to side, it's also lateral jumping. Here's a variety called the hourglass. In a box, and picture an X. I start at the bottom corner, I jump to the top corner, then I jump over to the side, then diagonally to another corner, and over. So you jump here diagonally, then to the side, then diagonally, and to the side. If I wanted to reverse it, this is called the hourglass, because I'm kind of making a shape on the ground like an hourglass. So I go diagonally, then over, diagonally, then over. It can be done forwards or backwards, but that's a variety, something different than what we've been doing. Okay. Next thing I wanted to show is called bird dog. Instead of laying on my stomach, I'm going to stay on my knees. I'll raise the opposite arm and leg. Here's 1, and then on the other side, 2. Okay, 3, 4. This is called bird dog. I'm balancing on the opposite arm and leg. Okay. On some of our warm-up videos in the past, we've done the plank. And the plank is where you're activating your abdominal muscles. But you can also go from plank into push-up position. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, down. So this is another same move going the other direction. I can put my left hand up first instead of my right. The whole time I'm trying to keep this area tight. These are abdominal muscles in the midsection. And this is an example of how you can do a plank position up or plank position down. And if you go from up to down, it's still good. Another way I like to work the abdominals is to reach and touch my opposite shoe, kind of like we did in the beginning while we were standing. So here's an example. Okay. When it comes to stretching, sometimes it's safer to not balance. So one stretch I like to do for the thigh muscle here on top of my legs, to lay on my side, hold that leg. After 15 seconds or so, you roll over, switch sides. Okay? Here's your quad stretch. It's on the front of your thigh. Okay, some of the other stretches I want students to learn are when you're sitting up, if you have one leg straight and one leg bent, this is called modified hurdler stretch. You don't put this foot under the leg, this leg stays straight. If I switch sides, looks this way. Okay, modified hurdler stretch can also be done with the knee up. Reaching like this. Okay. If your feet are apart, they call this a straddle. And we can do a seated straddle where you can work yourself stretching to one side and the other. You can also stretch for each toe as you reach forward. You can use your hands in the middle to support you. So you can go left, you can go right. You can also go this way and that way. Then I would wrap it up with something like the butterfly. Okay, stretching here. And you can also try the forward fold where you reach towards your toes without bending your knees. And that's it for now. Thank you.